The envelope felt heavier than it really was as I held it in my hands. My palms were sweaty, and my heart beat so fast I thought it might burst out of my chest. I had been waiting weeks for this DNA test result to arrive, but now that it was here, I was almost too scared to open it. The paper inside seemed to whisper secrets I wasn't sure I wanted to hear. I sat at the edge of my bed, staring at the seal as if it were a locked door to another world. 1,000 thoughts rushed through my mind, each one scarier than the last. What if the results showed something I didn't want to know? What if my whole life wasn't what I thought it was? I bit my lip, trying to gather the courage to tear it open. I had no idea that this single piece of paper would change my life forever. It all started as a joke between friends one Friday evening. We had been talking about those DNA kits that people use to trace their roots or find long-lost relatives. My best friend laughed and said, "Come on, try it. Who knows, maybe you're secretly royalty." At first, I rolled my eyes because I didn't think it was serious. But something about the idea stayed in my mind. Maybe I was just curious. Maybe I wanted to know more about my family history, or maybe I was simply bored. I told myself there was nothing to lose. After all, my life was ordinary and predictable. I ordered the kit online, not knowing that the decision would open the darkest and brightest chapter of my life at the same time. When I finally opened the envelope, my eyes froze on the words printed in bold. My father, the man who had raised me, taught me to ride a bike, and wiped my tears when I was little, was not biologically related to me. I blinked several times, thinking maybe I had read it wrong. But the truth stared back at me, cold and unchanging. My chest tightened, and I felt like the room was spinning. Could it be a mistake? I whispered to myself, shaking my head. Memories of my childhood flashed in my mind, and suddenly every smile, every hug, every word from him felt like a question mark. I dropped the paper to the floor and covered my face with my hands. The world I knew, the world I trusted, had just crumbled in a second. The days that followed were filled with silence and confusion. I could barely sleep at night, and when I did, I dreamt of my father's face fading into shadows. My appetite disappeared, and my thoughts circled endlessly around the question, should I confront my mother? Every time I looked at her, I searched for clues in her eyes. Did she know? Had she hidden this from me all these years?